guys, Logan Battles here. So, I decided to do something a lot more different. Kind of like making a new series on my YouTube channel, Logan Battles. And this series is going to be somewhat similar to one of the series that I have done on my channel. And it's going to be, I'm going to name you the title of this series and what it's about. It's called Logan Battles Football Talk. Logan Battles Football Talk. What is it about? It's about me focusing on a football team, football player, football coach, football game, football schedule, anything that is related to football I can talk about. And then given my somewhat long talk about it, while also giving him my opinions and thoughts about something related to football. So, for this pilot episode of Logan Battles Football Talk, I'm going to be focusing on something that has been released for a few days ago. I didn't get a chance to talk about it until now. And that is the 2016 college football playoffs and bowl games. I want to start off with the college football playoffs. Starting with the PlayStation Festa Bowl, one of the college football playoff semifinal games, between number 3 Ohio State versus number 2 Clemson. I think this should be an interesting game to watch. I really do. A very close one, actually. Clemson has a great offensive team. Deshaun Watson, Artavis Scott, Deion Kane, who else? Wayne Gallman, John Renfro, I believe is his name, and a whole bunch of other offensive players. They're great. Ohio State has... about Deshaun Watson, I consider him to be one of the best quarterbacks in college football right now. And then I would say the same for Ohio State's quarterback, J.T. Barrett. He's another one of the best quarterbacks in college football right now. And Ohio State has a good defense. They really do. Really good defense. Because of that, I think it's going to be a close game. Maybe Ohio State might do well in the first half of that game. We'll see if that's the case. Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, another one of the college football playoff semifinal games, between number 4 Washington and number 1 Alabama. Now, I think this should be the game where Alabama will beat up Washington. I really do, because Washington is a really soft team for Alabama to beat, or is one of the softest teams that Alabama has faced throughout several years. And based on Washington coming from Pac-12, which I consider to be one of, if not the weakest conference I have ever seen in college football. Ever. And Alabama, that they should be able to win that game easily. Maybe by 4, 5, or 6 touchdowns. And yeah, I know, that's a lot, I know. But because of that, Washington is too great of a team. I don't care that they dominate their team, conference teams in their conference. I really don't care. Almost none of them were that great. The only best team that they faced in their conference was USC. But that's about it. Alabama should be able to dominate Washington and go to the national championship game. Now, on to the bowl games. Capital One Orange Bowl between number 6 Michigan versus number 11 Florida State. My team. Michigan, I think, is going to win that game because they have a great defense. I think they will do well in the first half of that game. But we'll see if that is the case, if I am right about that. I'm hoping my team will win, but I think it's unlikely that Florida State will win that game because Michigan is too good of a team to beat. Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl between Nebraska versus number 21 Tennessee. Tennessee should be able to win that game. They should be able to win that game. They're at least, well, they might have 3 or 4 losses on their schedule, but that's about it. Tennessee, if not, they should be able to win that game. Nebraska, I don't care about them. They're not that great anymore. They used to be when they faced Wisconsin, but after that, they were absolutely done, or at least I'm done with them being a really good Big Ten team. Anyway, Outback Bowl between number 17 Florida versus Iowa. Florida should be able to win that game because I feel like their defense might come back after being dominated in the SEC title game against Alabama, where they lost, 54-16? Was that the score? I forgot, but anyway. I think Florida might win that game, but we'll see. Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic between number 15 Western Michigan versus number 8 Wisconsin. This is a game Wisconsin should be able to win because Western Michigan, they're undefeated. Who cares? They're undefeated, but they hadn't really beaten anybody that impressive. Well, they do beat a Northwestern, but that is only a pitiful Northwestern team that they face in the season opening game. So Wisconsin, they are a really good Big Ten team, so they should be able to win that game. Rose Bowl between number 9 USC versus number 5 Penn State. This should be interesting because both of them are actually really good. Penn State hadn't really been that good of a team since they beat Ohio State. They hadn't been that good of a team until they beat Ohio State. With USC, I consider them to be one of the best 3-loss teams I have ever seen in college football. And I'm not joking with you. I really am meaning that. Despite having 3 losses, they still are a really good team to watch. Anyway, I think USC might win that game. If not, then it's Penn State's win. So, who knows? We'll find out once the game starts. All-State Sugar Bowl between number 14 Auburn versus number 7 Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma might win that game very closely for one reason, for more than just one reason. One of them would have to be because they have a really good quarterback, Baker Mayfield. I thought he's a legit quarterback. He's not really for the Heisman race, I can tell you that. He's certainly not. But I can see him as a really good quarterback. So he might be the only reason that Oklahoma might win that game against Auburn. Tech-Slayer Bowl, Georgia Tech versus Kentucky. I think Kentucky might win that game. I'm not so sure how Georgia Tech will be able to pull off an upset or pull off a win against Kentucky. We'll see if that happens. Though, Buffalo Wild Wings Citrus Bowl between number 20 LSU versus number 13 Louisville. This should also be an interesting game to watch because Louisville has possibly the best quarterback in college football right now. That is Lamar Jackson. So, because of that, I think Louisville might win that game. They might pull off a win in that bowl game. But for some reason, the back of my head is telling me LSU has a really good team, specifically a defensive team. But we'll see. Alamo Bowl between number 12 Oklahoma State versus number 10 Colorado. I think Colorado might win that game because Oklahoma State, I mean, they're good, but they're not that great of a team because they came from one of the most pitiful weakest conferences I have ever seen in college football, which is the Big 12. My second worst conference in college football. I have Pac-12 at number 1. But yeah, I think Colorado might win that game. We'll see. Belk Bowl, Arkansas versus number 22 Virginia Tech. Arkansas might win that game. Who knows? They might win that game. If not, then Virginia Tech. Although I would like to see Virginia Tech an ACC team beat an SEC team. That would be really cool to see. But we'll see if that happens. I think that's about it. I think those are all the most watched games for me personally. There might be more, but I think I'll leave it as it is. So, I hope you guys. They really are interesting games to watch. I will say, there are a lot. I just hadn't got enough time to focus on some of these games that are very interesting to watch. But I think I got enough for them for just one episode of this series. So, anyway, that is my pilot episode of my brand new series, Logan Battles Football Talk, where I give my thoughts and opinions, mostly my talk on anything that is related to football, or anything that's football. If you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you like the series and want to see more episodes from it in the future, please click the like button and comment down below to let me know what you think. And if you like to see more future videos from me in the future, please click the subscribe button so that you never miss a video. I will see you guys next week with a brand new video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight. Peace!